Hey guys, looks like the tab welder has come in. I never bothered doing a video on unboxing or anything like that. There's tons of them on YouTube as it is. There's not much to it. Basically a box with a transformer and a control board on the front, so I'm not going to bother even taking it apart. It's just your basic tab welder. They paid no expense on the engineering of it. It's rubbing against there and it moves around, but it does work. I like that it has the power supply on the bottom for whatever, and USB. It goes up to 36 volts. You hit this button here and it's dedicated 5 volts. I don't think I'll ever use it, but it's nice it has that. I went and gave it a try. It's 70 amp current, 2 pulses, and it didn't melt anything, and it stuck actually quite well from our first try. This is basically how the booster battery that I'm setting up now. You'll have to excuse the crudeness of the gluing of it together. It looks terrible, but I've already ripped it apart once. I actually had 3 in a row for just a 10, 20, 30 amp, but then I changed my mind because it was only 3S. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5S to up the voltage. 3 wasn't enough. So basically just eliminated one row of cells. So it's a 20 amp hour cell at 15 or 16 volts, give or take. I gotta finish gluing them together. These ones aren't too good, but yeah, right off the bat, they stuck together pretty good. It wasn't too hard. The only thing I would like to do is I would like to get the handheld device or probes and just run it off of here. As you can see, I really don't have enough room to get under there. What I should have did is I should have tab welded these in a row and then glued them together, but I didn't know. I'm a noob when it comes to doing this, so. But all I'm going to do here is just keep going along here, and instead of cutting the tabs and then laying them across to bridge the row of cells, I'll just fold it over like that. And this one here, I'll go like that and then fold it over this way, so it's bridged there and there. That should be enough. I don't have to do all 3. These 2 here will carry the load pretty good. So let me get you set up on a tripod and we'll give it another try. Hopefully you can see that. I'm using the pedal. Makes the lights flicker, but I haven't had a breaker go yet, so. And I also found a little mod that someone posted on YouTube using a magnet to hold the tabs in place when you solder, which I might try. I'm going to grab a magnet. I'll use an old hub motor magnet. As you can see, getting under here is a bit of a pain. We'll get one started. Pedal. There we go. I've had no problems with the sticking. Well, that one there is not sticking too well. These ones sure are fine. I'm going to go get a magnet, see if it'll make it just a little bit easier. You know, like I said, I'm just doing the fold over method. I'm not going into great detail on this. But, I used a magnet to keep it from moving around. See if that works, because it's worked for other people. Yeah, that's working really good. Nope. You could try. Oops. that as high as it goes? What the hell is it doing? No, it doesn't. Okay. 80. Yeah, that ought to blow a hole through it. I'm doing it on the top anyway, so... Well, that held. Yeah, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to make some kind of wand or something. Whoa. Stuck those two together, but didn't do with the cell underneath. I should have did this learning as I go along here. Get those two apart, and I could just go this way. There we go. Try that. Sticks pretty good. Yep, sure beats welding it, that's for sure. Or soldering it, I should say. Sorry. Let's flatten that out. Yeah, I feel I've already got my money's worth, really. I'm not soldering with the stinky fumes and everything else. Like I said, the only thing that's a pain is it's working. The only thing that's a pain is getting the ones in the middle. I'm gonna have to make some kind of wand. I'd rather make it than buy it, but whatever. It's working. I keep playing with it, see what I can get. Well, I got the hang of it now. You have to adjust it for the type of battery and the thickness of the metal and everything else. I imagine these ones on the end here are going to be a problem because they still got some solder on them. I'm going to have to clean them up better than that. But as you can see, I've got it set at the point where it makes the welds a little bit darker. So it's getting really deep, it's really sticky. This one of the ones I did at first, and you can see it's very, very light. And I probably could just peel that off. Right now I got it set at 80 current, 2 pulses, and the pulse group I got set at 9. It does a really good job. Like I said, the only issue I have is with the middle, not being able to get at it. But I also had to pause because this gets a little bit warm. But other than that, it's a good unit. It gets hot. This gets a little bit warm, the arms. So you can imagine if you had the wand or the handheld probes, they probably get really hot as well. Magnet mod. That ain't moving for nothing. Nice. So this is going to take a while. And once I get both sides done, I'll cut one of these. I'm not using the BMS. I never do. I use a balance lead, and I'll set it on the outside of the case, and we'll make some kind of foam shim to keep the battery down. We'll glue it down to the inside of the battery case. Oh, I like it. Took a lot less time to do that than it did to solder it. It's cleaner. That's one side. I'm going to give it a chance to cool down. It's pretty warm. But I just ended up, like I said, folding it over. I think it gives a better connection if you just fold it over versus if you cut a piece and bridge it. And then I'll do the same to the other side. And then what I'll do is I'll just bridge it from, well, that's positive. Bridge it over here, bridge it over here, bridge it over here. You get it? Get what I mean? But yeah, I like it. I've already got my money's worth already. Later, guys. Well, I never thought it would be that easy. It would take me hours to solder and bridging and everything else. This is more than paid off. Ooh, it's pretty hot though. I'm surprised I don't have a fan in it. The transformer's got to be pretty hot. If these leads coming out are that hot, then I can imagine the transformer's boiling. Maybe I'll do a mod with a fan in it for how much I'm going to use it. Because now that I know that I can build my own batteries, I'm just going to order straight cells and build my own packs. No problem doing that. So this one's set up to go. Got 16 volts. Obviously, it's been sitting for a while, so it's not fully charged. Just got to put the leads on it. I got to put the leads on here, and then I have to tap contact this so the batteries don't touch it. And then I got to glue the batteries down to the case, and then put foam all the way around the battery and just really squish it in there and screw it down. But so far so good. It's definitely paid off. Even if you have a small job, I recommend one of these. It'll pay off in the end, even if it does sit on your bench forever and you never use it. Well, that's about it for now. I put the leads on it and wired it up underneath. I've got it silicone to the base. You gotta give it a chance to dry. But it's such a time saver doing it with the tabs versus soldering, and it's cleaner. It's a good soldering. It's good tab welder. So I'm happy with it. It works as it should. Didn't give me any issues whatsoever. So got a little warm. That's about it. Once this finishes drying, I'll put the leads on it, and I'm going to put it somewhere where I can charge it, wire it up to the charge jack, and I'm going to put a little board in here, a regulator, or DC inverter anyway, and I'm going to have the USB out. I'll set it up with a light, so when you flip the switch, it turns the inverter on and gives me 5 volts out through the battery. That way I can charge my phone, because I don't have it on my the bike right now. So, but that's about it, guys. Later.